Justice Gertrude Torkornoo, the Chief Justice of Ghana, has been removed from office under Article 146 on stated misbehavior. Well, there are others who believe that this is politically motivated and that it could be used as the political class, it could be used by the political class to actually intimidate future justices. But there are others who also argue that, look, this actually sets a standard that shows that nobody is above scrutiny. What do you make of this assertion?
What do I make of this assertion?
Yeah.
Obia boy. But again, if you live in this country, or if you are in this country and you are surprised by this, you are a hypocrite. I'll say it again. If you live in this country and you are surprised by the outcome of today, Justice Torkornoo being removed, you are a very big hypocrite. We saw this coming. President Mahama has been saying this. You remember, exactly 2 years ago, September 2023, he mentioned at a lawyers' conference of the NDCs, telling them that they should get ready because he's coming to appoint them to the bench. His reason, Akufo-Addo, who was the president at the time, has packed a lot of NPP people to the bench, which I don't think, quote and unquote, makes any sense, right? But here we are today with Justice Torkornoo removed. They say checks and balances, right? So they've checked and balanced the CJ. Let's see.
But you know, there's this fear that, look, this precedent His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama is setting is a dangerous one, because now the next, when power changes hands, and if you look at the people on the other side, I mean the NPP side, their whole argument about this is that, look, if you remove this Chief Justice, we too, when we come into power, the Chief Justice that will come, we also have very good grounds to remove them. And so because of this, now people like Martin Kpebu is calling that the power that gives the executive the power, which is Article 144, the strength to appoint the CJ, Chief Justice, should be removed so that we can bring an end to this political weaponization of positions and all of that, especially in the judiciary.
This is why I say, as a country, we are all emotional beings. Yes. Because, see, we always wait. When there's an issue, that's when you see Professor this, that, Esquire, Doctor that. What is the solution to all of this? Review the Constitution. We've been drumming home this thing on this platform for God knows how long. But no, until a Chief Justice is removed, you hear voices of conscience speaking to some of these things until there's an incident. Why do we always do this to ourselves? As if we don't know what the law already prescribes for us. Again, we say 3 arms of government, right? Judiciary, executive, legislature. They all have some oversight responsibility on each other. When we elected a president and there was a dispute in 2012, I ask again, if that decision went on the other way, which is declaring that President Mahama at the time was not fit to be elected, would that be enforced or not?
I mean, the law is the law.
The law is the law. So why is it that when it comes to the law pinching the people who superintend over the law, then they are all over the place? How?
But you should look at it that everyone is fighting for judicial independence. And where there lies the case where it is looking like an interference from the political class, that is when voice of conscience will start speaking. And people like Ayikwe Otu, who was part of the defense lawyer for Chief Justice, says that there were some crucial evidences that the committee didn't really consider, and so they didn't do a good job. I mean, all of these things are matters of concern.
You are talking about interference, right? Not to cut you. You are talking about interference. Isn't it interesting that a sitting Chief Justice has issues and his first lawyer to call is the Attorney General of a particular governing party? Well, is that not curious enough? No, she has every right to choose the lawyer of her choice, right? But I'm just saying that the optics of it is just wrong, if you ask me. The interference will come when people see that what you are doing is like you are on a particular, I don't even know what to say before the cabinet arrest, but what seems to me like you are always on one particular side of things, it's not healthy. And if we have to check each other, then it means that, in fact, we were in this country when the same Chief Justice, now former, actually ruled that...
I can't believe you just said now and former all in the same sentence.
Yes,
crazy, man.
Former Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo ruled that one person should be taken out, and we had this majority drama because of a ruling of the Supreme Court. Let's not forget that she works with people. One thing that struck me in this whole process is what seemingly looks like the hatred her own people she works with has for her.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, because like in previous cases, you have the judiciary in its association, in its entirety,
acting as one unit, backing you.
But this time around, it's almost
you get the sense that
it only gives me the idea that she may have hurt a lot of people. It's two things. It's either she was doing the right thing, which was hurting the bad people, or she was deliberately doing things to hurt people, and now it's payback time.
I mean, when I saw the news online, all I could say was, wow, how the mighty falls. But you see, there is another issue that is of concern, that when stated misbehaviors are established, it's important that we categorize them, because there could be one that are severe than others, and it will be very unfair to serve the same punishment that you give to the one that is severe to the one that is less severe. For instance, the issue of she paying per diems to the husband and daughter. I mean, people feel that those instances, I mean, we could categorize the how minor or major how do you call it? The offenses are. You get it?
You are just supporting my point of us being hypocritical, right? Yesterday it was okay, today it is bad. In the case of Charlotte Osai, when she was removed as EC boss, the procurement breach they found, she didn't buy anything for herself or her daughter or her husband, though, but she was still removed. And here's the case where somebody as learned as the former Chief Justice would deliberately, like, I don't understand. You see, we talk about abuse of office all the time, and we always look at it at the political class. We look at it from the political class point of view. But here is the case where you are letting the government pay per diems to your daughter, to your husband. When you sat on a panel to say that spouses of presidents are not supposed to be giving allowances or salary.
Yeah.
But you have actually given your daughter and your husband per diems on your holidays. How?
You know, what is good for the goose is definitely good for the gander. And for a woman such as Justice Gertrude Torkornoo, I mean, this is no less a woman in society. Yeah. So you would expect that she would hold the highest standard of morality when it comes to things of the judiciary. But does this also give confidence in the judiciary when it in the eyes of the public?
You know, I keep telling you that depending on where your stomach is, you will support what at every particular time, right? Again, when Charlotte Osei was removed, you had people hailing the then President Akufo-Addo that he has done a good job. But today, former justice has been removed, and we are here. The same people are here saying that it's unfair. That's why I keep telling you that when you set a dangerous precedent, one day, you would think they are doing it to get you Torkornoo today. You might be in the judicial service. You are happy. It might get to your point where you will be the Chief Justice and will use the same principle to kick you out. But the solution is that let's fix our constitution. I agree with Martin Pig. I don't see how a president should be the one to appoint somebody as independent as a Chief Justice. Where all is like lost, when we don't have anything to do, is the judiciary we resort to as our last resort. Yeah. And you have a political figure appointing the person. How would they be independent. They can't be, because they have to make sure that they please their boss. Otherwise, they'll be removed.
I totally agree, because judiciary is more like the moral compass of every republic. So that is sacred, sacrilegious.
But
it shouldn't be touched.
Justice Torkornoo, and you see, she's been removed as a justice from the Superior Court.
Yeah. So
with
what?
That
So
Bible
then,
verse speaking.
So then,
letter.
Is it that she can then still practice as a judge at the High Court and Appeal Court?
I take it as a rhetorical question. The lawyers can help us.
Oh, well, they should help us.
But we are asking.
Yeah.
If President Mahama is saying this is his legacy term, and all the promises he gave us in opposition is going to fulfill it, then it means that the EC boss too must get ready.
Oh, well, you know, someone said, "Abai dibo teaching,"
No, but we can't live in a country like that. Interestingly, when I saw some blogs and news portals in our neighboring country, Nigeria, they are all hailing us that Ghana, the rule, and I'm reading some of the comments and I'm laughing because the rule works when it's not touched you. That's how we operate here in Ghana. The rule only works when it happened to Charlotte Osei. MPP people posted, yes, rule of law, that is it. You go home. Today, Madam Torkornoo, Cynthia Ofori, go home, go.
Hey, sir, my mother said, but Kingsley, let's do this. If you judge the atmosphere concerning the removal of this Chief Justice, do you think Ghanaians are not happy with the decision or are okay with the decision? Do you get some level of contentment among the Ghanaian people with this decision from President Mahama?
Oh, it's a mixed feeling. I can't really say something. If you are happy, you are definitely an NDC supporter. And if you are not happy, you are definitely an MPP supporter. But in all of this, I say God will judge all of you, because the supporters of Charlotte Osei will say God is judging some people. And supporters of Torkornoo will say God will judge some people in future. So depending on where you stand, it's a mixed feeling. But in all of this, I'm saying that let the rule of law work. And yes, the law is the law, but let's fix our constitution. There are lots of things, and the fact that we want to do some of these things in camera too is affecting the way when the outcome comes, because we don't know what happened. We don't know
sometimes
the answers she
certain
gave.
things are too sensitive for public consumption.
But as she's removed, it's not sensitive for the world to hear.
Okay, so we'll leave the rest to the audience. Please let us know your thoughts on this removal and send in your thoughts, your suggestions and all of that. And recommend this to a brother, a friend, a sister. Until we come your way next time, make sure you're a great citizen. We are.